Так, тест. Чи є звук перевірка? Так, тест. Чи є звук перевірка? Супер, звук є, затримка є. На зарядку телефон кину. Так, другого монітора немає, мусиш на телефоні втикати. Угу. Так, то є. Так, всім привіт! З вами містер Манія. Я нарешті виспався. Продовжуємо проходження ігри Come Deliverance. Наш шлях зараз буде у Монастир. Там будемо пробувати розслідувати далі, хто штампує ліві гроші в нашому королівстві. Так, тут все є нормально, ніби поспати було добре. А так як це зараз о 7 ранку, то і ніфіг того робити. У мене десь там якийсь там еліксір мав бути від того. О, зелье петушок, по-моєму, да? Да. Хиляп. О, нас попустило зразу, супер. Так, сідаємо на нашого коника. І пігнали. Так, ледічко. Так, я би сюди до цього зайшов, до мельника спочатку. Давай, ледічко, переїдемо, а там далі почну. Тик-тик-тик-тик-тик-тик. Коником по тракті. Ті, що в мене якась реакція, починає трансляція, починає позіхати. Та давай роздупляйся, ну. Так, нікуди. Собаки, доганяй. Ми щось до нього маємо. Сушений хліба не лізти. Штука, я і так від тебе нічого не маю. Що ти є? Непонятно. Ладно. Де ти є? Давай, доганяй. Догнав, молодець, похвалив.
Good fella. That's my boy.
That's my boy, good fella.
Yeah.
Пікнали. Опа! Ну, тяжко в ліс, може зараз якогось коня цього, кролика, теж коня, чи що там на коні буде. Якогось крілика має зараз. Про цей самий.
Yeah.
Давай. Місце охоти на оленів. Вон бігають. Так. Мій лук. Сюди тікали, правда? Кущами. Де ті білі сраки? Не видно. Блін, повтікали. Ну ладно. Ми ж якогось крілика знайдемо. Збуло. Взять його. От так, молодець. Куди він дівся? Блін! А, о, ти його хап. Я думав, він під текстури пішов. Так, де ти є? Шкуру зайця треба вже можна віднести. Та на, їж, ну!
Look what I've... You'll...
Папа, м'ясо. Що там, питомці? Так, мінус туди. Ей! Та в тебе все нормально, чуєш? Ой, а на що я це?
Get him!
Давай. Схавай його. Шкіри, м'ясо. Є. І де там? Ще би одного десь, а? Вже 3 шкури було, там якісь додаткове завдання виконаю потім колись. А то що таке було? Тут колень чи що? Йо-моє. Можна що не накласти, блін. Такими звуками. Крілик, зайчик, зайчик, кріпер. Десь було. Де ж він є? О. Пас. Бомбовий пес. Все, маємо шкіри кроля, ті, що треба є. Так там є. Коник. Сідай. Пошпарили. Тихо, тихо. Так можна і вбити. Коника, ти безстрашний, я бачу, да? Такі булижники. Здоровенні каменюки такі. Ай! Це, напевно, було боляче.
It's too deep here.
Заглибити, ну там не пересів. Іга! Там не йду. Там вибігли. О, є. Нормальненько пригнали. Ова! Ой, ні. А ну йди сюди. Іди сюди, я тобі кажу. Так. Ну, щось можна підвчити.
I'd like you to...
Certainly.
I want to...
You can't become a...
Ясно.
Well, I've got some goods.
All right. See you later.
Нічого немає інтересного. Давай.
Listen,
Що там?
have you heard...
Aye.
Гроші.
And? Where can I find them?
And what do you want with them? Never mind. Listen to me carefully. Tomorrow night there'll be a light in the Sasau church and the door will be open.
And how will that help me with the...
That's what the prayer's for. Just wait until the church is lit up at night. Kneel before the altar.
Of course. And thank you for that.
Нічого собі. Чувак, мене все роздуплив. Корисно бути з мельниками в кінтах, да? Помилися. Так, вночі треба йти. Так, давай в хату мені треба приготувати крілика. Поїсти з котілка. Ні, я хочу приготувати.
What's the matter?
Тихенько, я тобі тільки крілка приготую. Марина, я потрохаю. Все, тихо. Дай мій пес. Ну йди сюди.
Look what I've got.
Окей. Ну, дивись, Сирій. Тельбухи їж. Нічого, їсти не хоче. Енергія 30, тест на 101, нормально. Значить, що? Значить, нам сюди в той... До місця вербовки треба відправляти, так? Давай, погнали. Автоматом. Бляха, можна було до цих чуваків повалити. Ай. Там є лагер розбійників тут десь один намальований. Я раніше пробував, я не стягнув їх, зараз би, напевно, стягнув би. Ладно, повезло. Ту-ту-ту-ту-ту. Так, костел. Але це вночі треба, він казав, коли світло загориться. Я можу за той час зробити. Зброя, все добре. До порталу можна зайти, до речі. Десь тут бачив я.
Hey, who's that?
Та на ту сторону, тихо, я переплутав, перепрошую.
God be.
Ні. Що ти маєш? Всякі штуки там живуть, підбойні, жупани. 9 захист, а в мене 11. Да. Чувачок, кота. Скалецький, фінометритки має. Де партнер?
Look out.
Іде. Кому снаряга норм. Сотка, все добре. Угу. Що, якісь тут картинки марнуться до ночі?
Good on Brandon for trying.
Правильно?
Come and get
Ну.
your fine people and walk.
Ну, отправить вечером в костель, да, ввечері.
Yeah!
Carrots and apples picked today.
Свіж яблуко, хлібом сьогодні. Тут серйозно. Так, кошмар, але мені треба
God be with
кімнату.
I suppose.
На одну нічку. На. Що, а, може, що
Are
там?
there any problems?
Definitely not.
Ясно.
Take care now.
Ні, коня. Стуй коня. В дупу бажано. Відкриваємо. Лягаємо спати. Ще буде більше. Так, от ми і виспались.
Over here. I'd like to order.
О, чуть не переїв.
Yeah.
Зараз вони з'їдуть. Ладно, трішки скорше доберуся. Тут паркан гавай. Махорець збрався. Подивимося, що можна тут книжку читати. Кинути на. Починаєш читати і зразу прийдуть по мою душу.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
Що, ви мене вбивати?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their
Is that so?
taverns and the like.
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any taverns.
The miller. I helped him with some work, and when I...
Uh-huh. Is that so? Well, I hope you'll satisfy us.
Don't worry, you'll be satisfied.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight, but not now.
Which is what?
Nah, not theft. If you wanted,
I'll have to find him first.
you don't need to.
Then why haven't you killed him yourself?
It's quite a test. He's hiding.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into.
No, not there. Oh, he would have been dead long since. He's in the,
But only monks can get in there.
just monks and pious. He's an educated bastard. Seems he...
Who's pious?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway.
How? Did he...
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. Few boys died over it.
How would I recognize him?
He won't have been there long.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try...
Get him drunk.
We're better. There's more wine there than in the royal cellar.
And do you have any other...
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do...
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them?
Just the first one. The others turned tail.
And how am I supposed to...
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave...
And do you have any other ideas besides secret path?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the...
More or less.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody...
And what else? Should I come back here?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that...
Bring his dice and the money if I find.
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice.
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then...
Yeah.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Mary.
And remember, we'll be... See you later.
Може, треба було відмовити, зразу їх повбивав тут нафіг. Ну ладно, буду шукати штриха в монастирі. Невідки.
Yeah.
Ще якісь є. Повір. Там треба до того з'їздити спочатку. Зараз щось не чужу, потім буду крайній. Їду до паграця купили. І раз через ніч переїду. Ой. Половці. Що окей. Переп'ю їх зараз. Давайте мне шнури. Вот стоит это. Та-дам! Ого, тихо. Що тут набіжав так багато, ні? Що ти тут, тварь, ходиш, хариш мене. Ай-яй-яй-яй. Треба відступити. Покатил клоун. Блин. Стати. Все, всі вже? Так багато тут округу мене. Замучили мене. Четверо, так? Так, ще де там? Кислород, о, сила. Мол 3. Yes. Тепер ще більше нести можу. О. Ще календула, де моя? Монастир. Нічого гідного нема. Ось цього те, що можна. Днем. Ти що? Гроші є. 500. 600. Солоно. Щось там сушене. Автомобілі. 63 самогонка. Тут очень интересно. Гроші. Скорбнина, бронька. Все? Перший тут був. Де мій кінь? На коня. Скидати з себе то все. Ну, викинути нафіг то сміття. До речі. Все схват. Ключ. Все є. Так, продовжуємо наш шлях. Давай. Хотіли мене віддубасити, бляха. Звірі дикі. Якраз на ранок приїду. Тик-тик, 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 тик-тик.
Yeah.
Повернути до ранку, поки того чувак не стане. Турнір виграє. Та нафіг мені потрібен, я вже один виграв. Який тут інтерес. О, якраз іде. На зустріч.
Greetings.
Sir, this
What have you found?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the horse.
That's excellent news.
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there.
Нічого не лишається, йти в
It
мене.
seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order.
A bit of meditation and learning. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sad.
What should I do with Pius once I...
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate them.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius...
Far from it, lad. But I have good luck to you.
Ти, блін, красавець, пацан, міг з тебе й не їхати. З такими порадами, блядь. Порадник сраний. Шуруй. Може до нього ходів, хто не буде нападати. Музичка. Ту-ру-ту-ту-ру-ту. То я проникав в монастир, потім відкуплявся. Ще то я вже там лазив. Хотів попробувати вас Святошу знайти. Ух, яка погодка прикольна. Та якийсь чудик там ходив, розказував, що хоче в монастир. Цікаво.
No. God be with you.
Окей. Забіяка. Карл.
Good day to you.
Are you Carl by it?
I am. What?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you.
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
What if I entered?
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, my guardian angel, and if you help me get rid of him.
He's been listening to us.
So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred hears us. Please get rid of. Good luck to you.
Сопровождающий Манфред.
Jesus Christ be praised.
You're Manfred, the young...
Indeed I am.
I've been looking for you two for quite some...
So,
Блін.
You must have a mighty...
there's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him.
I can see you. God be with you.
Що інше? Костя хоче грати, йо-моє.
Why oh why did I ever agree to this? I'll lose my shirt again.
Тут ще те поклало. Не люблю Костя з ним грати тут. Знаєш. Дальше. І треба було вкінчувати. Ой, блін. О. Все, то і закінчимо. 650 в мене хватить. Штуцер одразу.
We'll see.
А ну, спий. Спий, спий, спий. Штуцер, та нічого собі нормальний чувак грає. Все. Ще раз викинув. А, я блин. Треба А нажимать, ну ладно.
This'll be the one.
ОСБ. Збив. Ні. Не збив, ще 50.
What the hell's wrong with paradise?
Так тобі й треба. Триста. Ще підняти. Ну, тако краще зробити, да. О. Мені одиночку ще випаде.
No one.
Ай,
Now as you came off the free ones.
жадність. Не слабо.
That's it. This'll be the way.
Вообще не слабо.
Finished.
Чувак, не слабо, не слабо.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Та що мені губити?
Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
Тому проект має бути. Повним ходом.
We'll see. That'll do me.
Або зараз заканає, або ні. Не слабо.
Would you let us have a...
I would not.
You must have a mo...
There's...
So let's...
I can see you. God be with you.
Я мушу на чіперське виграти, да?
May the best man win. We'll see. Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't. This'll be the one. Your turn. Not so bad after all. That's it.
Их це двойка, капец.
We'll see. This'll be the one.
Ще 500.
Now you.
Я в шоці.
Hardly worth talking about.
Та йди в сраку мене.
I've had enough.
You said you wouldn't drink today.
Silence! I'm going to sleep. Here's a few coins. Have fun. Tomorrow, we're going to the monastery. Is that clear?
Couldn't you give me more? This isn't even enough for a toothless whore.
Set up for beer. Good night.
Huh.
Manfred's taken care of.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get...
Why are you being sent?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got two.
But they don't send you to the monastery.
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of York.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bukover was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000.
What if I entered?
What? Voluntarily? You can only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter
So you give me your writ?
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts...
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken...
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch!
That's all then.
Good luck to you.
Ясно, де той хер пішов спати. Тихенько, тихенько, не шуми, не шуми. На.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse.
Here you are.
На.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best,
And what are you going to do?
get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away. Take care now.
Будь здоров. погнати в монастир. Ну, привратненько. Окей. Тут, напевно, через верх зайти і туди. Десь тут. Де то він? Щось не пойму. Відвалити, Ні хрена не видно. Де? Туди? Лиса диня.
I'm Carl.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though.
But I wasn't very considerate. It's been so hectic here lately. Novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery. So there was nothing to prevent him. You're a different case, though.
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of St. Benedict? Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to... Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monks' robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I... Take care now.
Конечно, щас я тобі візьму і віддам все. Ага. Не-не, чуваки, я отак. Отак. Злою дупою. На коня.
Look what I've got for you.
Блін, обжерся.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much...
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Так, тепер мені того шниря якось знайти.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the...
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think...
Is it alright if we don't...
I thought that since you're literally a complete novice, you'd be interested to know what you have to do tomorrow. Here's a letter from the prior with the daily schedule. Read it and observe it.
Thanks for everything.
Are you sure? It will make your life easier if I show you around. Otherwise, tomorrow you'll be standing around staring like...
Fine then, show me...
Follow me closely. remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs. Way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Що ж таке просідання? Алло. Святоша ходить чи що?
Come now, I don't want to still be showing you around at midnight.
Де?
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices.
100%.
So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the superiors, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, the library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty. But tomorrow, if you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok.
Thanks for showing me around. I'd like to ask you... Are there...
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a
Tell me something about...
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my...
It occurs to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpick.
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could...
Okay.
I'd like to ask... Well, that's all.
Не, я бы сейчас твоих...
Praise be to Christ.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been...
I've no idea. Why don't you ask...
Okay.
Will you tell me something?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing.
Та пофиг.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably...
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had...
You don't say. And who are you to take...
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators and make...
Punishment? Do you intend to...
I don't know yet. I'm still... Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but... I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, nor the other brethren.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he...
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that no one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he... Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok...
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought.
Don't fret, my friend.
Конець на щось висудіть. Це вселення. Все кілейно, я так розумію.
Get away
books
from my
must be in
cabinet.
that
The
cabinet.
books stood in there aren't for your eyes to see.
Що?
Oh, you're interested in what's
The food's definitely gone downhill. I remember back when we ate like kings.
Wine. Those were the days.
Чому? Нормальні книжки. Загнався. Йоток.
Greetings, brother.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order.
I'm interested in the other. Do you know anything about...
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. He's always happy to help, which is more...
Can you tell me...
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner. Now I'm...
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate. But he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Та що ж так просідає, а? Три утра начало дня, 4 утра за утреннее, 6 утра совместный трапез, 8 утра работа трапез, назначение братом, 18 дня работа библиотеки, назначение братом. 4 дня дня, обед, 6 вечера, вечеря, вообще трапез, вечер, через время перед сном. Вечер, отдых и отход ко сну.
I'm Gregor.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the...
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just...
Is there anything...
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old...
You can count on my help.
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now you know, I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our... The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden books.
Where can I find...
In the library, no one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly...
Why are they for...
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine. Ibn Sina.
Is there anything...
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one. Or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you...
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, they say Brother Solarius understands locks. But don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, we'll soon have the election of the abbot.
Монах, послушник чеш. Ану, з тобою переговори.
My name's Gregor.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment?
Oh, did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough.
I'd be interested to... Tell me about Antonio.
Well, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius.
I'm interested in...
What could interest you about him? He's a no-good rat. He'll turn you in for the price of a turnip. I'd bet my life that if he wasn't here, he'd be a cuman's...
That doesn't sound too flat.
It wasn't meant to. No matter what you do here, watch out for him. He's got his eye on it.
That's all.
Здається, що все навпаки. Сорі. Шутки, я не знаю, що не можна.
I'm Gregor.
I know. And you are? Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to...
I'd like to know some...
I don't know much.
What can you tell me about...
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually, I don't know much about him at all.
What can you tell me...
Not a...
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
You really don't know anything about anyone?
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just...
I'd like to know some...
I don't...
Do you know anything about...
I don't.
Tell me about
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him.
Are you...
Why?
I'd have thought...
Don't...
Ясно. Двоюродний вчитель.
Praise be to
I found this piece of parchment.
It appears.
Ovid? What is that?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in
It's been creeping around in the corridors. Creeping. He was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been Brother Circator. He can't sleep and prays long into the night.
I found a few pages of the torn up book.
Wonderful. Keep looking then.
I'd like to ask you. What can you tell me about?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much.
Things will get better with the new abbot.
Will you tell me? I mean, where you're from? What sort?
I'm a novice, and my.
Come on.
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and pray. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walk through them.
I'm Gregor. And
I know.
what does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work.
And when it's not the way.
But then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But sir,
I'd like to ask. What can you tell?
and what can I say? You're here today.
I meant something.
But you know, Antonia.
Боже, як воно тут провисає в тому монастирі сраному. Бібліотекар. Тут монах. Костюм. Брат не у вас. О, чуваки, сходите сюда. Так, разбежались. Библиотекар. Монах. 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 Да, о! Брат Келар. Ё-моё.
Why are you waking me? No way.
Окей, щас тебе грабану. Хай сидять, це я туди. Одну годинку чик. Ага. Значить, придушимо його. Тихо, 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 тихо. Шо, і все? Де відмички, алло? А, да? Де-то я загнався.
Peace be. What's the meaning of this? Have you been.
Дякую. От передушлю, типа. Бляха, нічого там не видно. Що бібліотека, ага. Свої банани. Що ж так прогрещу в цьому місці, а?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, probably the same as you. I want to be able to read in peace and...
What exactly do you...
Well, I'd be interested to find the unofficial biography of Saint Procopius, but there probably is no such thing. To be honest, I was expecting... But if that locked cabinet there with all the forbidden books was... Until recently it was still unlocked. But after something vanished, they've kept it locked tight.
If something vanished, I...
Books are meant to be read, so why keep them hidden away? If you're able to get inside, I'll be grateful till the day I die. All I'll do is leaf through a... Treasures of forbidden learning in my reach. What would you like?
I'd be interested. Tell me about
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend.
What can you tell me?
It's a tricky situation with Lucas. No one really knows anything about him. I've tried so many times to talk to...
That's all. There's something I should tell you. I'm here to find someone and, well, to do away with him. But listen, it's not murder. Not when it's a man like him. He's one of the brigands who burned...
What's he doing here?
They call him pious because he used to be a priest. When he found out a lot of people were after him, they sent me here to find him and bring him to justice.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst. This place...
Well, that's just it. I suspect it could be your...
Do you know that occurred to me too? Yodok's a scoundrel and it...
I suspect Lucas.
He certainly says little enough, and he keeps himself to himself. I could well believe...
It could be...
Antonius. He's a fine fellow. No, it can't be him.
See how hard it is? It could be anyone, and at the same... It could be you.
What on earth makes you think that? My being unfit...
True enough. I won't tell you more.
You're talking about killing in the monastery.
Would you do that? I have a feeling.
You're right. I'll keep it to myself. I've got problems enough of my own without involving myself in yours. And besides, I mean to be gone from here within a year, so what?
Thank you, Siskin.
What are you doing outside at night? You should be sleeping, not scaring people.
Ah, this looks like the Saracen language. Ibn al-Hassan. That's who I'm...
Угу. То що завжди. Ну то що завжди. Угу. Каталась на велосипедах.
По дорозі. Сонце.
About that magic. What do you plan on?
I don't really know yet. Perhaps one day I'll...
Siskin, that potion isn't a good...
Well, maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I want to try it out. I'm not saying...
Let's change...
No, clear off. Let me through. I want to sleep.
Як то натиснути, щоб бачити, хто є в чаті?
Там внизу є закладка. Внизу вікна.
No, clear off. Let me through.
Чат пише. О, пише чат. Що ще ти? Так, втретє вони, походу, мали вставати всі.
Why are you waking me? Go away. No, clear off. Let me sleep. Huh? Why are you waking me? Go away.
Пишу стріли.
Is this some kind of bad joke? Put your habit on at once. This isn't the marketplace.
Що за дріфт? Шмотки якісь. Не зважай.
Pay more attention, brother.
Там шмотки есть.
What? Too good to wear? Oh, you're interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about it.
Я щось не шарю, де воно є.
Is there some kind of bad joke? Put your habit on
What are
at
you
once.
wearing,
This
brother?
isn't
You're in
the
a
wine
monastery.
place.
Wearing, brother.
What's you
You're
wearing?
in a monastery.
You're in a monastery.
you wearing, brother? You're in a monastery.
Is this some kind of bad joke? Put your habit
Brother,
on at once. This isn't the
Stealing is a
marketplace.
sin. You should know that as a Christian, and certainly a...
I've had enough of this.
You dare resist punishment? Let me remind...
I apologize.
Now, show me what you have on you. I must
While I was locked up, someone was making quite a racket in the cellar. Blind drunk, I'm sure of it. I wonder...
Servus.
What would you...
Here's the book you want.
Amazing. This really is it. Now I can use it to prepare a cure for our suffering abbot. Then I'll leave it in the library to make it seem as if Brother Librarian... There'll be no investigation. It would be against his best interests, as he'll look like the one who wasn't taking proper care of the books. It will drive him... Is there anything I can do for you?
I'd be interested in finding out the...
That's a strange wish you have. And the only ones who know... They keep a record of every monk in the abbot's book. But you'll never get your hands on it. It's locked up in the...
Thanks. You've helped me...
No, thank you. About that book. Don't even think about breaking in.
I'd like to ask you...
brother? Is this a tavern? Are we at a dog fight?
Very well, brother.
Now, show me what you have on you.
Що, 5 сутків. Йо.
Peace be with you, brother.
What troubles you?
I'm looking for some...
And what...
I'm looking for...
Lock picks?
I'd like to practice opening...
Just for... Praise be to...
I'm looking for...
And what...
I'm looking for...
Lock?
What's it to you?
Peace, brother. There's no... So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took... I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpick. What would you... What is it, brother?
Да ё-моё.
Talk to me, bro.
I'm looking for...
And what?
I'm looking for...
Lock pick?
What's it to you?
Peace? So you heard. I'll trade.
Збирати маємо.
What do you desire?
Let's have a word about the...
Well, we can...
Tough luck.
Aha, great. Talk to me.
I'd like to
Since it's...
That's better. Finally.
What troubles you?
I'd like to
Since it's you...
That's... Aye, that...
You interested in what's... Brother, this isn't a place for you.
have we here? That's it. The book with information about the novices. Interesting. But I still don't know which one of them is pious.
Go away. Novices aren't allowed here.
Вообще не подобно. Блин. Всё за херня.
What is it? I found a few.
Wonderful. Keep looking.
Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been.
Very well, brother.
Now,
God be with you.
What's the
Cease
meaning of
this
this? Have you been
disgraceful
possessed by an
behaviour.
evil spirit?
Apage, Satanas.
Lord in heaven, what have you done?
Lord in heaven, what have you done now?
What's the meaning of this? Have you been possessed by an evil spirit?
Так.
What's the meaning of this? Have you been possessed by an evil spirit?
Interesting. But I still don't know which one of them is pious.
It contains forbidden books.
Stockbreaker.
Mother of God, what are you doing, you wretch?
Mother
Cease
of God,
this
what are you
disgraceful
doing, you
behaviour.
wretch?
Все тихо. Я пішов.
Wretch.
Можливо. Так, і як мені роздивитися? Можеш мені почекати, що він став. Тут його. Чекаю.
I know you're pious.
So you're finally sure? Tell me, Gregor, or Carl, or whatever you're...
I don't know.
Well, at least you're prepared to think and not just play bloodhound for a pack of nobodies.
I don't want to be like the people I'm looking for. If I have to kill, it should be for a reason.
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us. But we don't have to let them use us. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God what I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit. But I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God.
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill.
What if I wanted a different...
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that, before we make a run for it, will make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty.
Що я не можу просто відвести до того? Блін. Я просто кинув на коня і відвіз.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the key.
What are you gonna do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow. That sort of thing.
And where am I supposed...
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list. And when it's delivered the next day...
What do I need to...
How else will we get out?
Do you mean these keys?
What? I'm not going to ask you...
All right.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor...
If I kill someone, I'll need to disappear before they're found and panic breaks out. I'll probably never be able to return.
Yeah. Yeah. This looks like the place they were talking about.
Так, і що? Зараз прийдуть по мене.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva. Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know?
It's done.
You've got proof?
He had this on him.
What did you do with the body?
I left it where it was.
So, they lose a monk and find a corpse. How long do you reckon?
Well, it's not like I was planning to make a career.
Fair enough.
What now?
What now? You did your job. Welcome.
But what do you need people...
I'm just a crimp. All I do is recruit. Now you get...
Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't notice the camp? Not. There's a hill above Sasau, and on top there's an old abandoned fort. Only it's not as abandoned as it used to be. That's where the camp is. Go there and report to a fellow by...
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. At the gate, show them the special dye you took off Pius.
That's all?
That's all. You'll learn everything you need to know at Vranik. And hurry up.
Зберігаємося і виходимо. Тут вже все. Підписка на канал не забувайте.